But let's listen. This is a small excerpt. The entire interview is 8 minutes, but this is I only took about a minute and 20 seconds from it, just so we can zero in. Yeah, sure. Just on this part where he's talking about Medicare for all. So broadly, we've already sort of touched on the topic of him endorsing Joe Biden, him saying he thinks the progressive Democrats or progressives, all progressives should unite against Joe Biden. All of that is true. Now, they sort of ask in this interview with Face the Nation is, what are some of the things, or what do you suggest? What can he do to get more voters out? And he suggests Medicare for all, something that Joe Biden has already said he vetoed. Now, think about that. Do we think Bernie Sanders doesn't know Joe Biden said he would veto Medicare for all? So what does it mean if Bernie Sanders says, hey, Joe Biden, use Medicare for all, the promise of doing this and this and this for Medicare for all in order to get more Democrats elected? And he specifically says that in this video here. Let's play it now.
I think what the president has got to say is, give me at least 50 Democrats in the Senate. Give me control over the House of Representatives. And by 50 Democrats, I mean real Democrats, not corporate Democrats like Manchin and Sinema. And
so not even 50. He wants like 53. He's like, hey, and don't send me none of that damn shit, okay, everybody? So think about this. Bernie Sanders is asking for you to come and vote for more Democrats, and that's how they're going to finally do their job. How is that not just a regular Democrat establishment Democrat? How is that not? That's exactly what they do.
One of the most damning things that Bernie said during his unhinged spiel against Dr. Cornel West is that the progressives need to line up and support Biden to defeat Trump or anyone who get the Republican nomination. I feel like a lot of people miss that part, right? Because there are people who make the argument that we need to align to defeat Trump because you're a unique fascist, whatever, boo, boo, boo. But if you legit believe that, at least that makes sense, right? If you believe that Trump is a unique fascist, of course you will line up to defeat him, right? If you legitimately believe that. But Bernie is not even saying that, fam. If you look back at that old clip, he said we need to line up to defeat Trump or anybody who becomes a Republican candidate. So what is he saying by that? He's not saying that we need to defeat Trump. He's saying that we need to become Democrats forever, fam. That's literally what he's saying. I feel like a lot of people miss that part. That was the craziest part.
That is true. That's a good point. That's a good point.
Go ahead, CJ.
Yeah, so I rewind it and let's listen from the beginning here.
I think what the president has got to say is, give me at least 50 Democrats in the Senate. Give me control over the House of Representatives. And by 50 Democrats, I mean real Democrats, not corporate Democrats like Manchin and Sinema.
What is that?
And if you do that,
real quick. So I want you guys, and I used to, and this is an L on my part too, because back in the day, back when I was part of the Bernie coalition, I used to use terms like corporate Democrat. I have a question for you guys. Is Bernie Sanders considered a corporate Democrat because his vote helped boost the profits of Raytheon and Boeing? Is he a corporate Democrat because he supported Biden infrastructure deal that was a giveaway to oil and gas? What does it mean to be a corporate Democrat? If you vote with the Biden administration at a 90% plus clip and you acknowledge that he's doing the bidding of the capitalists, does that mean you're a corporate Democrat? The term don't exist, fam. There's no corporate Democrat. There's no progressive Democrats. You are a Democrat. But go ahead, CJ. You guys get my point.
What I was going to say is that think about, we've let them define what a corporate Democrat is.
Not me.
We let the people who are voting 90% with corporate Democrats to define. You see how this is why you notice how progressives are always corporate. That's a corporate Democrat versus they're always on that. And we're just like, it's the same shit. They're always trying to make this sort of splitting the hairs into us, but they're trying to act like these large. But what's the difference if you're voting with them 90%? of the time. And that's what we found out when AOC had an interview with David Sirota. He's like, he said it. He's like, you vote 91% with Joe Biden. So what's the difference? And what's the difference? Bernie Sanders doesn't take corporate money, but he's voting to send money to Ukraine. So what is the difference in him and somebody else?
And like I said earlier in the stream, CJ, remember, the dumb left don't care about votes or policy. Bernie Sanders say the right thing. So surely he's not a corporate Democrat. You guys said he believes in Medicare for all, guys. He believes we need to increase minimum wage. So he can't be a corporate Democrat. That's what dumb leftists think. Don't matter what they vote for. Doesn't matter if they're aligned with corporate interests with their vote. The only thing that matters is vibes, fam. Toxic positivity and vibes. Let's continue.
I mean, you're talking toxic positivity to the max, but it's like their toxic positivity has gotten to the point because they've had so many big, huge betrayals. Your toxic positivity is becoming like it's a caricature. It's like a joke.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It's like the dog in a burning building. It's like you're seen as a joke because it's burning. The house is burning down, and you're like, everything's okay, you know. So it's like it's not even having the effect that they think it's having. Is the point that I'm making. But let's finish the video with Bernie Sanders, man. Just terrible. Let's listen to Bernie.
The House of Representatives, and by 50 Democrats, I mean real Democrats, not corporate Democrats like Manchin and Sinema.
Making demands.
And if you do that,
making demands
within 2 or 3 months, we're going to reform healthcare to move it toward a system that guarantees healthcare to all people, not just huge profits.
How? Biden say he's gonna veto it, you gaslighting shit. I like continue. Go. How about how? You see, this is toxic positivity. Hey guys, don't worry. Let's not think about it. We're gonna get it done. Vote Democrats, they're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. We're gonna be how, motherfucker? The president of the United States said he's going to veto Medicare for all. What are you talking about, Bernie? Anyway, I'll let it continue, but that's absurd.
This is where I'm saying, like, this is why I'm saying Bernie obviously knows this is stupid. So he must be saying it in order for him to trick people into voting for. He can't think that this is real. So he's telling Biden to use it to trick people like he tricked people with the student loan forgiveness thing. That's why this makes this despicable by Bernie Sanders, in my opinion. So let's listen.
2 or 3 months, we're going to reform healthcare.
So something they've been trying for years. He wants Joe Biden to promise us we'll do this in 2 or 3 months. To outright lie like that, Nick. This is terrible, man.
Bernie is giving. I told you guys, Bernie is the greatest grifter of the working class we've seen in the modern era, right? Bernie Sanders is literally giving Joe Biden tips on how to grift the left. He like, you just say you're gonna fight for healthcare, motherfucker. That's what I did. Nigga, I just said I'm gonna fight for healthcare. They gave me $400 million, dude. He like, bro, you understand this grift, fam? Like, some people like RBN to see through it, but nigga, you know how much money we can get? You know how many people we can trick, fam? If you just say we can, this is despicable, fam. This is why we say that Bernie is the #1 tool of the empire. Bernie Sanders and AOC, they are the biggest PR propaganda tools of the Democratic Party. Could they send fucking Pete Buttigieg out to do this? You know what I mean? Could they send out Nancy Pelosi to do this to trick young people? No, they can only send out Bernie and AOC. That's why the people that pretend that Bernie and AOC are still somehow good allies are not worthy of criticism. They lack any sort of real material analysis on politics. But anyway, let's continue the video.
Yeah, and this is the thing, Nick. We ain't even got to 30 seconds, Nick. And I mean, it's a short video. Yeah. It's only a minute and 20 seconds, but still, he says so much bull that we just have to stop and talk about it. But let's continue.
And if you do that within 2 or 3 months, we're going to reform healthcare to move it toward a system which guarantees healthcare to all people, not just huge profits for the insurance companies. We're going to lower the cost of prescription drugs so that we're not paying any more than the rest of the world. We're going to rebuild our economy to work for ordinary people. I think that's got to be the message. Contrast a progressive agenda for working people versus a Republican agenda.
Senator, I know you don't like to talk politics, but you're the one who went to New Hampshire, an early primary state. You've done very well in over the years. You support President Biden 100%. You've made that clear. But for any reason, if President Biden decides not to seek the Democratic nomination, is a run by Senator Sanders for the nomination on the table next year?
How dare you, corporate media, as how you guys roasted this motherfucker and set this motherfucker rigged up many times, and now he's on board with your shit. He's on board with your shit, and now you got the audacity talking about you gonna run again. You motherfucker. If I was Bernie Sanders, I would have been like, you motherfuckers. After you guys did this shit to me twice,
dude,
you got the audacity to ask me this question?
Dude, that's such a fantastic point, CJ. But Bernie should be embarrassed. Like, you just got, nigga, they would never ask Bernie this question before, fam. Remember when, I'm blank on this guy's name, the late MSNBC anchor that died, Ed Schultz, right? Am I getting that right?
Schultz, Ed Schultz.
Yeah, Ed Schultz. Remember when Ed Schultz wanted to cover Bernie announcement? They said, fuck you, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
They banned him from covering Bernie coverage. They went from banning very prominent journalists from covering his announcement to, hey, Bernie, do you plan on running? These motherfuckers are so comfortable with this guy. The fact that the millionaire, and capitalist class is so comfortable with Bernie Sanders and AOC to the point where they will invite AOC to the Met Gala.
Yeah.
Nigga, that should be a shame on your fucking record. Hawani K. Tribe, that amazing Hawaiian indigenous protester and activist. Remember that woman that we showed you guys before?
Yeah.
Who got against sovereignty? CJ, would she, Hawani K. Tribe, get an invite to the Met Gala?
Nope.
Would she get an interview asked whether she would run for Congress? No. It's a stain on your record that the establishment respects you, Bernie, now. When the media mirrored us, that's the best PR we could possibly ask for. Shame on you, Bernie. Go ahead, CJ.
But that's what the professional managerial class fears the most, is that relational harm or damage to that. I'll read a couple of just reactions here. That's the end of the video, and then we can get to this last shorter segment here. Just a couple of tweets here. I'm going to read another one of her. She actually does it twice. At this point, Sanders must be viewed as controlled opposition, nothing more, nothing less. And I think he has been officially put into that category with this second endorsement, second time endorsing Joe Biden, the way that he's saying, you know, whether it's Donald Trump or any other Democrat. I think we can say, why even have the independent? Why even have that, Bernie Sanders? You literally are not independent. You are blue to the core.
It's literally it's a decoration. It's a PR tool. The same way that liberals have hashtag Black Lives Matter as they support Joe Biden, who building cop, and Democrats are building Cop City. They support neo-Nazis in Ukraine, but Black Lives Matters. They support the establishment. They support the CIA, but hashtag resist. You guys see how they're just branding? That's what Bernie's eye and his name is literally just a branding exercise. Go ahead, CJ.
Yeah, in one of those articles we were reading, they did use the term branding when they were referring to AOC. They were like, Biden has different branding, and that's what it is. This is all branding to them. They're all working for the same oligarch. They just have different branding to make us think, give us the illusion of democracy. Now, here's Ruth again. She says, Benediction Arnold advocates get more lying by Dems in order to get elected. That's why I'm Cornel West, and this is what they fear, Nick.
You call her Benedict Arnold Sanders. that's Benedict Arnold Sanders. That's a fucking
Benedict
classic.
Arnold Sanders, and that's that's the one I wanted to read. That's why I said let me read her other one, because I knew it was a classic. Like, I feel like remote work helped kill the commercial. I forget. That's a weird. Here's one, and this kind of sums it up, and I'll end it with this one. Bernie should just Shut the F up. And I
Yeah.
concur with you, Brenda, on that. But final words on this. It is a shame. So many of us. It's okay. Like just like Darth Vader used to be good. Darth Vader, when he was a human, he was good. When you go back into the, in the Star Wars episodes, he was a good guy at some point, and then he became bad. That's what it is. It's okay. That exists, and it's okay to say pre-Darth Vader, back when he was on the good side, Bernie influenced me. He is no longer on that side. That is just a fact, and it's explicitly clear, Nick.
So
any final words for the last one?
Fam, you realize we are just getting started. The election hasn't even really begun yet. And during this election season, this is why the media and the establishment is afraid of us, even though they're looking at us while pretending they're not looking at us. Because we have been vindicated on topic after topic after topic after topic. We are constantly being vindicated. All the people who believe that we were just being flagrant, belligerent, we were just shit posting for life because we shitting on Bernie and AOC. Everyone who apologized for Bernie and AOC, they're scrubbing their tweets for the last few years. Meanwhile, they was like, man, RBN was right about these motherfuckers. We see through these people. And that is what terrifies. That terrifying. We are the left that advocate for intellectual honesty, intellectual discipline. And as these clips continue, because Bernie Sanders and AOC, they're gonna campaign for Biden. Like I said, we just getting started. You guys think the cringe is at the max? No. Wait till Super Tuesday. Wait till we get to the election, the general election. We have Bernie Sanders and AOC giving stump speeches demanding progressives to fall in line behind Biden because shit not real yet, fam. Once we get in September and Dr. Cornel West becomes a real threat, they're going to send Bernie and them after him. I promise you. Mark it down. We have yet to see the cringe. Wait till the debate around the Ukraine war really heats up next year.
Oh, man.
And then Bernie and AOC go on the offensive against Marjorie Taylor Greene and Matt Gaetz. You're going to have Marjorie Taylor Greene quote tweet AOC and Bernie to their left on the Ukraine war. And then AOC and Bernie, they're gonna quote tweet and fire back with an empire talking point. We're gonna see some weird ass shit, fam. We're gonna see some weird ass shit this next year.
Oh, damn.
And I'm glad that RBN is gonna be here to document this crazy shit that's about to go down.